You stay here and watch them. I am going to ask of Hans what we should do.
Klaus should have been up 5 minutes ago. He must be running short of air. I'm going down again.
There he is.
I've seen it. There is something down there. It's like an old truck. Rusty, falling to pieces, but there are crates in the back.
We'll go and take a look.
No, it's getting dark. It's been down there for years. It'll wait until morning.
Peter. Where did you put them?
I put them nowhere. You must have hidden them.
Come on, give me some room. Do you want all the space, Peter?
Why don't you lose some weight?
Whatever you do, he said, don't make it look like accident.
Good weather for a change.
It is.
Care to try?
Thank you. It's beginner's luck.
Sharon McCready, one of the champions, endowed with the senses and qualities of a superhuman. Endowed with Craig Sterling and Richard Barrett, her companions in the plane crash in Tibet, by the lost civilization that saved them. Endowed with special powers and skills, a secret known only to them. Now they are able to use their powers and skills to their best advantage as champions of law, order, and justice. Operators of the International Agency of Nemesis.
No, I'm sorry. I can't take this matter seriously.
What, the murder of 3 students?
You misunderstand, Craig. This is a police job. It's no concern of ours.
Well, the Austrian authorities think it is.
Well, yes, they certainly asked us to look into it. Incidentally, the student deaths weren't the only unpleasant incidents in that area.
Other killings?
Oh, yes, there were 3 or 4 in the past 10, 15 years.
Which means that if there is anything at the bottom of the lake, somebody's very anxious if it stays there.
Yes, but like most areas in that part of Austria, it's buzzing with rumors about Nazi loot buried or sunk in the lakes.
Well, we know the SS were prepared to make a last stand there in 1945.
And that convoys were shipping material into that area the last couple of months of the war.
Oh, yes, I grant you all that. But look, supposing you'd planned to make a last desperate stand, what would you have taken with you? Gold bullion or guns?
Well,
Oh, now, don't be silly. Of course you'd have taken guns. And that's what the SS boys drove into those mountains. Convoys of weapons and ammunition.
You think they were suicide squads?
Yeah.
But they didn't stay and fight as one would have expected. Many of the officers escaped.
Well, maybe, but look, I don't want you to spend too much time there. A couple of days should be quite enough. Now, I can't refuse this Austrian request, so you've got to go. But for heaven's sake, wrap it up quickly and report back here.
Good day.
You order some coffee? Make it a cognac as well. Tone up the circulation.
Improve muscle coordination?
Generally restore a man to health and vigor. Morning. We'd like to stay for a few days, but first would you fix us some coffee and brandy?
Of course. I'll show you to your rooms later. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
What's the matter, Sharon?
A feeling.
What, intuition?
Call it what you like, but I put money on it. His reaction to those flippers. I'm sure I'm not mistaken.
Well, if mine host is worried about us diving, I suggest Richard and I start immediately. Sharon, you can make a check on these rumors of sunken treasure.
I'll start with the local dignitaries.
I think you can start with our friend here.
Thank you. That looks great. I did order some cognac.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I understand you had a little trouble down at the lake.
Yes. Yes, we did. It was a terrible business. 3 young men murdered.
Somebody obviously wanted to stop them getting at all that gold.
You believe that, sir?
Well, we're going to try a little treasure hunting ourselves.
Then let me wish you all the very best of luck.
Thank you.
I have been instructed by Vienna to give you all possible assistance, Miss Macready. I am at your service.
How long have you been Burgermeister here, Herr Reitz?
My credentials first, Very good. I became Burgermeister when I returned from a prisoner of war camp in 1946. The village was short of men, so it was no great honor to be selected.
You were in the army?
Staff Colonel Franz Reitz. I fought in North Africa with Rommel and later in Italy. I had no love for Hitler, but like millions of other Germans, I was caught up in a war.
And you became staff colonel?
In the Wehrmacht, the regular German army. We fought a clean war. But unfortunately, there were other Germans. My brother, for instance, felt differently. He joined the SS.
Is he still alive?
Killed in action.
There are rumors that SS convoys drove into these mountains.
Yeah. Yes, but not with treasures from looted Europe. You must try to understand these mountain villagers, Miss Macready. They are a very simple people. And rumors are exaggerated over a glass of schnapps. They live by raising cattle and by conducting tourists around the old iron mines in the mountains, but they are a poor people. And what is this, the dream of finding riches under their noses has a strong hold on their minds. I am afraid that Vienna has sent you here, Miss Macready, on, how you call it, a wild goose chase.
Any luck?
Yes, there's an old German truck about 30 or 40 yards from the shore.
Empty?
Ammunition crates on the back. Bears out Tremaine's theory.
What about the cab? Did you check that?
No, I left that for you. 20 minutes underneath is enough at this time of the year.
Okay, Sporty. All quiet here.
Yeah, so far. Okay?
Yep.
What's the matter, Emil? Losing your nerve?
Those aren't just students, Richter. Vienna sent them. Hans told you.
So?
So we killed them and more to come. This is getting big, Richter. Maybe too big.
Too big? For such stakes, how can it get too big?
I don't believe it.
Shut up!
He must have jumped 30, maybe 35 feet.
All right, so we're kangaroo hunting. What difference does it make? A well-placed bullet won't make the distinction. Now listen. You work your way through the wood that side. Get behind him. He can't stay there for long.
Look, Richter, don't you think maybe...
I said get through there! Look out!
Boy, oh boy, is it cold. Hello.
Yeah, we've had visitors. They've been using me for shooting practice.
And him?
He ended up as the target. There was a friend of his over there with a high-powered rifle.
Quite a shot.
I won't be able to rely on the culinary efforts of our genial host from now on.
So I see.
What you got there?
It's a map case. I found it in the side pocket of the cab when I went down under. Regimental positions last month of the war.
SS units, every one of them.
Yeah, and look at the lines of communication. They all lead back to the disused iron mines.
That's a local tourist attraction.
Yeah, so maybe all that spare equipment, it wasn't dumped in the lake, huh?
It's a good place, disused mine workings.
Right. Richard, I don't care what Tremaine says. We're going to stay around here and have a good look.
mine's been worked for centuries. There's an underground complex stretching right into the mountains. 7 miles of interconnecting tunnels, many of which have been closed by rockfalls.
Guten Morgen, meine Herren.
Ah, good morning.
You wish to visit the mine?
That is the idea, yes.
I'm afraid there are no guides available at this time of the year. It's very late in the season, you know.
Oh, that's all right. We don't mind that. Prefer to have a look on our own, get a feel of the place.
Just so long as you realize the dangers. All was mined for 400 years. Nobody knows all the workings, the tunnels.
We stick to the white rope. That's the thing to do, isn't it?
Yes, that way you are safe, but don't stray from the ropes. Some of the workings are in danger of rockfall. Others contain gas or water.
That's all right. We keep on the right track.
Then you will see the natural caverns of great beauty, well worth 5 Austrian shillings each. And another 5 shillings for the higher plans, bitteschön. Dankeschön. Bitteschön, meine Herren. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Danke, meine Herren.
Thank you.
Tag, auf Wiedersehen.
Hello?
Richter, can I talk?
Yes, go ahead.
I followed them to the mines. What happens now?
I'd say it provides you with a perfect opportunity. You know the mines. They don't.
Well, they won't find anything. I'm sure of that. But if you think it is necessary...
I do, Herr Richter. Very necessary. Use your knowledge.
There won't be any mistakes this time.
No, only the entrance.
The tourist trail must end pretty soon.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to strike out on our own to find anything.
That's great. Rockfalls, methane gas, floodwaters.
Or the straightforward chance of losing our way.
Or our lives.
This compass is useless. There's too much iron ore down here for it to work effectively.
Well, we'll have to remember the way we came.
We'd better.
Yes, that's right. One was American, the other English, I think.
You never saw them. You understand?
I understand perfectly, Herr Richter.
Lamps.
Another dead end.
Richard, how's your sense of direction going?
How's yours?
You know something? I have a feeling that I have been here before.
You know something? I got the same feeling. Yes, I think you're right. It looks like a rockfall. Pretty substantial, too.
I don't know how natural it is, Richard. You look at the way some of these rocks are broken.
Explosives?
Could be.
I'd say it was comparatively recent.
That depends on what you mean by recent.
20, 25 years. That would put it just about the end of the war. It's pretty thick. I can feel the vibrations running back through the rock.
being stopped.
You hear that?
They heard you.
Seems a pity to disappoint them. That's far enough! We can't risk a shot.
No, you can't. Not without his silence. You could bring the whole shaft down on you. Now you stay where you are.
Herr Reitz.
Good evening, Fräulein. You are alone?
Yes.
That is perfect. Get your coat, please.
But I...
Please, there's no time for explanations.
Why? Are we going out?
We are going for a drive along the mountain roads. Some of the barriers need replacing. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an accident to happen there one day.
As you said, accidents do happen.
You all right?
Yeah, it's my leg.
Yeah, I know it's pinned under a rock.
I'll have to get something to lever it off.
That'd be a good idea if I had a crowbar. I'm gonna try and push it off with my shoulder.
Bust one of your ribs?
You just lay there and be quiet. All right?
Yeah. Yeah, come on. Yes. You all right? Yeah, I'm fine.
Broken?
No.
Could be worse.
I think only a small section of the roof came down. I think we ought to be able to clear the way through. By the way, I recognized our friend. He was the one who killed Emil.
We must be getting too close to something.
You ought to get onto the Austrian authorities, get them to really search this place.
Footsteps.
I didn't hear anything. Maybe it was a rat.
If it was a rat, it was wearing boots.
I heard it that time. It was coming from way back down in the mine. It was all closed up down here. Yeah, it must be in the blast from the explosion.
What are we standing around here for? Another one of your rats.
Richard?
Some of the men who brought the stores down here.
I imagine so.
Richard?
Grenadier Wolfgang Frobel died January 1953.
53?
This one's even later. Gerhard Muller died May 1962.
1962? That's impossible. You can lose track of time for days or months, but not years.
They must have been down here all that time.
Buried alive by the SS. They probably had enough stores down here to feed them for a lifetime.
Gradually they died off.
Except for at least one we know about.
We keep going?
We keep going.
It's all right, old man. You just take it easy.
Nobody's gonna hurt you, that's it. Nobody's gonna
Come on,
hurt you.
you're all right.
You found us. I can't believe it. After all these years, you found us.
You see, there was an explosion.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard the explosion.
Well, that's right. Well, it broke away through.
But they're coming. They're going to attack.
The war's been over for some time.
What? Are you are the Allies?
You could put it that way, yes. Here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be enough for now. Want to hear your story. Now, you start right at the beginning.
How did you get down here in the first place?
Well, the war was ending. We were Wehrmacht men. Stragglers from the Italian campaign.
And you ran into an SS division who were preparing to fight to the last ditch.
Yeah, that is right. Even they could see it was useless. So they ordered us to unload the wagons. Wagon loads of arms, food, ammunition, and it was gold, which they took with them. So we brought the stores here, and the wagons were driven into a lake.
You mean they deliberately sealed you up?
They buried you alive?
They wanted no witnesses.
But the war was lost.
But you don't know these men. They had lost a battle, they said. But there would be other opportunities.
They had an arms store already.
Did you ever try and get out of here?
Yeah, we was digging. But the rocks were too big, and there were fights. We tried to use some of the explosive, but all we did was to bring down more rock.
How many Wehrmacht soldiers were there?
Oh, the 50, 60 perhaps. You know, the tunnels stretch for miles and miles. I had not finished burying all of them.
Are you the last survivor?
No. There's at least one other.
At night, I hear him sometimes in the tunnels, shouting orders to men who've been dead for years. He's out of his mind. I keep away from him. I have not seen him for years, but I hear him at night, prowling the tunnels.
Wo sind Sie, Herr Leutnant? Diese Wacht muss immer behalten sein.
Who's there?
Kommen Sie hier, Fräulein.
It's not far away from here.
I know, but the echo makes it tough to tell which direction.
You heard him?
Look, I think you better take him back to the inn.
You're going to stay here?
We know there's a way out of the tunnel, right? We can't leave it for our friend to find.
There's a headquarter complex deeper in the mountain. He's probably heading for there. That is where he spends most of his time.
You know where it is?
Only the direction. I was there soon after the SS sealed the mine, but I've stayed clear since.
We could take a look, Craig.
No.
All right, we'll see you back at the inn. Come on.
Hey, tell Sharon to set a table for 4, will you?
I remember a girl in Paris once. She was beautiful. Like you.
Thank you, Herr Wright.
Colonel. Fräulein. Colonel. Paris, 1942. But I was posted to North Africa to serve under Rommel.
Yes, you told me that.
I told you. I told you nothing. You are an intruder here! You will consider yourself a prisoner of war! Ruhe! Achtung! Was Neues? Ja. Warum? Verstehe. Bitte, einen Moment. Das Zeitregimente? Ist alles in Ordnung? Aus. Aus. Excellent. We have just completed a perfect tactical retreat. Now, we'll consolidate. I can hold the Allies here in the mountains with my division and the Wehrmacht. He'll deliver a smashing blow in the east. I have only one fear. A stab in the back from the SS. They have no courage. If they run away, they are hit. So good. Champagne?
Not for me, thank you.
Bitte, bitte. Hier. So.
You were saying a stab in the back from the SS.
Ah, they are not soldiers. They are scoundrels. I know my own brother joined them. It was a great disgrace to my family name. So. To you, Fräulein. Ihre Augen. It is so good to talk to you, Fräulein. It is so good to talk to a woman again. It has been a long war. The responsibility of command. Ich bin müde.
Stay where you are, Colonel. Nothing's going to happen to you. I'm just taking you down to the village.
My dear Fräulein, this headquarters is full of soldiers. It would be impossible for you to walk out with a staff colonel as your prisoner.
I intend to try.
If I press this little button, 10 guards will rush into this room.
Press it, if you wish. Get your things, Colonel. We're leaving.
You will not change your mind, Fräulein. I can guarantee you good treatment and a fair hearing. No? Schade.
Colonel, wait.
Surely you do not think I would do that, Fräulein. Kill all my men and myself for the privilege of stopping you.
No, I don't think you do that.
Thank you, Fräulein. I am not in the SS. But with my brother, it would be different. He would kill them. Their right hands, very different. Drop your gun, Miss Macready. Franz? I thought by now you would be dead. When you ordered the sealing of these tunnels, you ordered the murder of 56 German soldiers. And your own brother. Forgive us, Miss Macready, this is an old disagreement.
I think I understand what happened. You took your brother's war record and stood back, waiting.
Waiting for the day when I could put to use all the equipment I knew was buried down here.
Well, that day hasn't arrived yet, Herr Reitz.
Which is why neither you nor Hans will ever see daylight again.
Sharon? Sharon?
What was that?
Oh, that's all right, something.
You are about to lose the last of your 9 lives, Barrett, and this time no mistake. Or both of you.
I would like to ask you a question. I've had almost 20 years to think about it. The last 3 or 4, all to myself. I've thought about almost nothing else.
It sounds intriguing. Ask your question.
What happens to a man to make him join the SS? Or is it a disease which only certain people can catch?
All right, that's enough, old man. Or a special weakness. I said enough!
The war is over, you say? And all my men down here are dead. No one is left.
Not one.
Yes. I think I knew. Come, we are wasting time. Part of your security system. Don't you remember, France? Or the last battle? The battle that you never fought. Why don't you pull your distraction switch? Quiet! Sit down! Come! Forward! Put your hands up! Or I shoot them both. Now! Move.
The Burgermeister, Herr Reitz, late of the SS.
And his twin brother.
Colonel Reitz.
Colonel Hans Reitz, mein Herr. The war is over. Germany is defeated.
Don't talk.
Du bist zauberhaft.
Okay, let's go. We'll have to carry him.
It's too late.
All right, then come on. We gotta move faster than we ever have.
Well, that's the end of that.
Not yet. We've still got to find Reitz. We'll pick up Richard on the way. What's he burnt?
Photographs, I think.
Yeah, of himself.
Yes, well, without a picture, Reitz will be difficult to find.
I guess that's what he's banking on.
I saw him several times. I managed to get a good look at him.
Yes, it's a perfect portrait. Well, Reitz was captured trying to cross the Swiss border this morning. You see, Sharon, I sent copies of that sketch to Interpol.
I'm flattered.
Not at all. It's a wonderful bit of work. You must do a sketch of me one day.
Certainly.
As long as you notify us when you intend to cross the border.